Good evening.
Good evening.
One of the fun things about convention, is all the card swaps. So I have a whole stack of hard cards here to share tonight that are just going to be fun. We're still closing out our time with thinking about convention.
We are. And can you hear us?
Okay, I think we're okay. So
I don't think so. Nobody's signing on. We have 4 people, the original 4.
It's all good. Okay, so you'll let us know if you can't hear us. I was doing that this morning and things just weren't working. So I said, struggles with tech, but it is good to be home. We're still playing catch up. So, I think you all understand that, but it is good to be home and good to have you with us.
The older you get, the better you do tech.
Yeah, that's right. And the better you remember things. You see it once and you've learned it. Got it covered, right? Okay, here we go.
Patmos. That's our.
But you really could have it facing that way.
Oh, yeah.
That's our family church camp. And we're talking about stickers. You know how fun stickers are. So these are little stickers from that. So he's got it on his phone. Let's get back to cards. And it's just so good to see all of you here. And I saw some of you at convention and some of you here. I think this is so cool. Check this out.
It's a shaker.
It's a shaker. And the shaker's just on that little part of it with the 3 circles and the butterflies. Is that cool? I think that is just a very striking card. And this is Jennifer Kimber. So I thought that's a cool idea because there's so many different ways to do shaker cards. We have to set that aside and do shaker cards again soon.
Speaking of nature, did any of you hear the news story about all of the birds, waterfowl that are landing in Montana? And it's like clockwork. They come every time, and they all land in one lake. And then they're on their way to the Arctic Circle.
And I see Ann Skipper here. She was from Texas. I remember on our trip a year ago, we just remember people from where we stayed. We ate at a Mexican food place. That was so fun. Seeing a bunch of you on here that we've met with was so fun. I love that. This card was given to me by Rachel Kuhn, I think is it. Make sure it's right. Yes. And she saved one for me because she wouldn't swap, but she made these for a swap. And this is from an idea that I shared a while ago with the bookmark cards. We'll have to do this again too. Life is too short. We have so many things we can make. But do you remember when I did a video on these and she said, Karen, I took your idea for my swap card. And I thought that was the sweetest thing.
She took your idea and improved it. Look at that.
I know it's darling. I love it when people run with things and make it their own. I agree. This is way cuter than anything I made. So I just love that. And I just thought that is so cute.
St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, I'm going to have to hide this from him. But isn't that just a lovely little bookmark? I mean, I just think, and with hearts, and it just means so much. So that was really, really a very special thing. Let's see. Oh, it's fun. Kathy is saying they have pelicans doing their migration.
Oh, yeah.
Over in Wisconsin. Yeah, it is fun to watch. Oh, I see Joan Hoffman was on here and Jean. I just said Joan, but Jean. And we sat with Jean. For most of convention, it was so fun to see her too, because it's the only time we see each other. And she took this idea. She said, case from Jerry Mobley. So I'm just going to put that out there.
Donut?
This is a donut. And look at, it's that shape, those irregular shapes that we have. Is that just fun layer? Because it's just like a donut. It's not like perfectly round. And I think what a clever idea. Sponge. Yep. Yeah. Sponge aside. And I thought, would this be fun to make a card and then give to somebody like with a donut or a dozen donuts or something that you're celebrating? So I thought that was an absolutely fabulous idea. That is just so cute. Oh, you guys are loving that too. And then many of you know Julie Heitz, who's on our team, who is the quilt card person. And look at her card. That is so beautiful. And so it's fun to spend time with her too. And do you see how she's taken this die? And look how perfect that is. Just put into just the prettiest little quilt thing. I just love that. Notice just that denim there. Brenda's asking if there are many from the fine line at On Stage. I'd like to go get at some point. You know, it's interesting. I'm just going to say convention filled up. There were 2,400 and it filled up immediately. So we did not have as many as we would usually have. So I think they are looking at that for the future to do the other, because I know there were disappointed people, and it was just so much fun. Here's another one that I think is just darling. This is Lori Healy. And I love the stamp too, with the girl, the umbrella and the dog. And look how she's got the rain and these three kind of being the sky. I just think that is so beautifully arranged. The storm will end and the sun will shine again. I love that card. And here is another beautiful card. This is for Easter greetings from the Faith collection. I'll let you open that. This is Deb Jones from Montana.
Ooh. Whoa, whoa.
Well, we'll let Tim figure this one out. Oh, yeah, no, keep going like this. Easter greetings. So how cool is this? So it's like this. He is risen. Let your faith be bigger than your fears. And then when you do it like that, it's Easter greetings. So it might take a moment to figure it out. Yeah. Isn't that stunning?
Very nice.
And absolutely fun.
Thinking about all the Easter card precision these cards need, because they.
Yeah, and you know this is the kind of card you would probably not send out 50 if you send. I don't know. Maybe you would. Some of you overachievers would. Oh, but to someone who would really appreciate that,
so
that's just a gorgeous card. Yep. So to see how they go. Yep. It's all these different ways where they're attached, and that fits in. Yeah. So
very interesting.
So again, very cool. And since we're on a little bit of Easter here, this is just so sweet. Easter greetings. And this is Faith Gallagher. I love how when there's a little matching thing, but I love this paper. And you've got the plaid, and then just these houses, and then the bunny and that frame. Now you're going to notice this frame. We did this in a class a while ago too, where do you see instead of, oh no, hers is just up on, I thought it was maybe done several layers, but
it looks thick.
But it was run through with foam tape, the thicker tape, which is also a really good idea to make something just look more,
because you can
more
see
hefty. You can see,
thickness.
Yeah, so that's another really cool idea. And I always like hearing, what folds you want to learn. So, and then put these side by side, because these are from the same kind of a set. Here, this kind of the same. And in this paper, the same houses are in the background. And I love how this is like part of the card.
Okay.
This is the whole card. The whole front was covered with that. And then a little strip inside. And I think that is adorable. You made my day. Not cute. This would be a really cute anniversary card, I think, too. Cindy DeGennaro.
Okay. Now, are those characters from?
I have never figured that out. Does anyone know who these would be? They certainly look like vintage storybook characters, but I do not know them. I don't know if they're just generic ones or if there's many ones. But coming back to Brenda, yes, and for everyone else, it would be, I'd love to have you come join us for convention, and it's just always fun, Okay. So that is adorable. This is Meredith Diachin. And I thought this was really fun how she just did these greens. I loved how there's these three that are kind of like framing it on the outside. So like this is kind of narrower. And I just thought that was really cute.
Seaweed, maybe?
Yeah. But just the framing of it, and then the little bubbles, and one, so we've got the three little bubbly things there. That is so cute. Beatrix Potter stories. Yes, I think you're right, Jean. I think they're all from Beatrix Potter. And I guess I don't remember all of her stories, but she did all that. So that's very fun. Yep. A lot of you went to convention. It was very fun. So join us next year. Now, I don't even know which, these are dies, but I can't remember what stamp set this is from. But this is, she did the inside too. This is Ardith Madison. And I'm just going to hold that up. Do you see how these are all die cut? So it's not stamped, but they're all little dies put on. Isn't that cute?
It is.
So very three-dimensional on that.
I have a cousin, Karen, whose granddaughter is Beatrix.
Mm-hmm. That's right. And I love this stamp set. And I love this card. You guys know how much I like the plaids, but she brought in another color too. And what I find really interesting, I love this plaid. I would have never put this plaid with these cake because I wouldn't have thought of these colors. Look, we got the green frosting and the little orange on top, and it is absolutely stunning.
So how does that work? Oh, it's a belly band.
Oh, I should have had you do this. Okay, you want to open that one?
Oh, you can make me put it back together.
Yeah, no. and it's the kind that opens like that.
Oh,
At least, okay. Happy birthday, another wrinkle wiser. At least you're not as old as you'll be next year. And this is Mindy Clove. So isn't that cool? Very fun card. I'll pass that to you. Oh, but this is right along with, and even the colors are similar because these are in the same stamp set. And you can kind of see that, you know, I think a lot of times you buy the stamp set if you love dogs, because that is just the funniest, cutest dog. But then you also have this thing that you'd use for anybody, you know, because a dog you'd use for certain people. And I love this. Tim, you could send these. Happy birthday. Now back to me.
Yes.
That would fit Tim.
that fits.
Oh, Peter Cottontail books. Yes. Fond memories of childhood books. Yes. It's so fun. We love talking about reading and all the different things going on. So this lost its name. And this was, oh, here, Diane Hunke. I think it must be because she put this in just to brighten your, but I don't know. I'm not sure if it fits that or not, but we're going to assume it does. But I love this adorable dog put cattywampus that way. And then with the stripes, the colors are just so stunning on this. So I think that is just really fun. Next, I just love looking at cards. And believe me, I have more. You'll be seeing more from convention than just tonight too. Just Aurora Tucker. And this paper is one of my favorites. Names are gone, so you guys will have to fill in if you know it. But one of the things that I love about this paper is that it looks textured. So it just has that feel to it. I think that's a little something on there. We'll get that off. And I just love how the background is colorful. Got all this. And then this is just stunning. This part is plain, but layered. It's not plain because it's got these solid colors that just fit so well with all the rest. I think that is absolutely a beautiful card. Kathleen said she's enjoying the inspiration from these cards. She has her craft room back after 10 days of company. And I'm just laughing because sometimes don't you just feel like, oh, it's time to go. I'm just itching to go have my downtime. I love that. Okay, here is another. The arches are so fun. I'm going to have you do this one too. This is a fancy card. Let's see who it is first. I guess it's inside.
Okay, so there's something to this.
Yeah, it's a fun fold.
Whoa.
Oh, isn't that fun? How cool. So it's going to stand up like that. And here is, that does have a name. Gotta find that. So it's got that little box in the middle there. This is Marie Ressler.
That's so nice.
Oh, I think that is cute. And I just love the arch. And look at those words. We have make a wish goes across there and cheers to another year of you. Just totally different and so cute.
Very nice.
Just a lovely card.
It's really a pretty color, whatever that is.
I went out yesterday to
Carol
Nordquist, who many of you know, who's on my team. And she didn't get in soon enough to convention. So I brought my swaps out. It was so fun because we opened them all and we're looking at them. And I hadn't even opened them yet. That's how busy life has been. So it was fun to just sit with a fellow stamper, and work on all this stuff. Now, what's really fun about this is Carol Rosengren. And this is, what do you call those cards? Names are. Yes, that other would be a great one for class. What I want to notice about this, these with the, you guys will think of it. What was really cute, we were both commenting on, do you see how this is a die across the top? Because I usually just put a plain band. And it's when you notice like one little different thing just totally steps up a card. And I just think that is so pretty. With you're personally the best, and then all the black and white bridge card. See, it makes a bridge. It's so obvious when the words come. Thanks, you guys. I thought that is just lovely, and it's lovely with the black and white. And I thought that little added piece was just pretty amazing. Okay, very fun. And then this one is Joy Hall. I'll kind of have you put this one together too. And I thought, this is really this big butterfly sponged and put on that, and then. That is gorgeous put together like that, an easel card.
Yes.
And I thought, how fun is that? Now, I would have never thought about putting this great big butterfly on this paper. And it totally works. And when it's like that, it's like this butterfly close, and we have that scene in the back. I think that is just absolutely pretty. And it says, "Dear friend." So I thought that was really a cool idea too. Oh, sending happy thoughts. She even has words inside. Bridge card. Carla says she learned those making for me. Yep, those are one of our standards that we make a lot of bridge cards. But that doesn't mean we remember the names, you know. I'm gonna start needing a cheat sheet, but the cheat sheet would be pages long, so I don't know if it'd help. I'd have to look through to find what I'm thinking of. I think this is really lovely too. This is Lisa Bailey. And I really love, this has texture in the back, so it's been through an embossing folder. But I love how she's taken the square. This paper is carrying over, and I do love this paper. It has all those different wood grains. But I love how she has that in just a smaller square and all these little things added. So I think that is, again, just a very stylish card. Then next, I love the colors on this one. This is Kathy Stevenson. Whoa, try to keep them in there. And this is some new paper and stamp set too. And I love these colors. So we have pecan pie and crumb cake. And those colors are dull enough too, with this green and this crushed curry. They all just fit that kind of burlappy look. It looks very, and this is a 2-step stamping. So the outline is stamped and then has all these different little pieces. I think that's so pretty. So here's another one. I'm gonna put these side by side. And you can see here it's just done in totally different colors. And now how cool is that? And this one is Ann Clemmer. And I just think you totally changed the colors. It totally changes the feel of the card. And I love both of them. And this is with these fun new dies. Oh, they're all with these new dies. You see how this is the larger size. And then this is smaller, but they all come together, they layer. But these two layered like that is really cool too. So it's fun to see all three together like that. And yes, Becky Lynn says, so many great cards. Thanks to everyone who shares cards with us so we can share to others. Yes. So we have cards that we've received from you guys when we were gone. We have to figure out a time we're going to do it. So I think there's too many for Thursday. We have to make a plan for that yet. Love this new paper too.
We're about 6 weeks behind in our cards.
Did you find we're behind in life at all? But we're getting there. Genevieve Cole. But life is so good. It's all good. Okay. These papers are so pretty. So this is a 3-strip card. And I just love how people are adding these fun little twists. Like those 2 colors just really make it with that. Okay. And with this same kind of feel in here. So this is all part of the same kind of collection. I love this hydrangea stamp. So this is stamped and cut out. I think that is beautifully colored. And then this actually isn't cut. This is actually a stencil. And I love stencils. And so I'll be using more of that. So this is a fold like this. Sharon Tisdale. Very pretty. Let's see if I have another one with that. So we'll just leave that one there and let's show this one side by side. This one did not come with a name, so I didn't get a name. But it was such an interesting thing because if you remember Julie's quilt card, this is the shape that she used. So on this card, this person has taken the shape out of this beautiful embossed thing, and she's put that shape on the inside. And this is monochromatic, tone on tone, just like that. And then this one is colored in. So this one serves a little more like a watermark. You really could still write over that. But isn't that an interesting idea?
Yes,
so
it is.
2 different looks.
And I'm surprised that those are hydrangeas.
Well, I don't know. That's what I think they are. Maybe they aren't. Maybe somebody can tell me, what kind of flowers are these? I don't know my flowers. So if I think they look like something, I just call it. But what are they? They look like
I've got a flower app. Maybe I could take a picture.
To make a picture and see if they work. That would be fun. Now, in this same thing, we also have this flower. So I love these bold flowers. They're just great for coloring. This is a great look with these colors. Thankful for you, friend. You make a difference. This is Lynn Blanchard. And we have a few of these. So here, let's do 3 of them. Okay, this one is Stephanie Stevenson. And we just showed another of hers. So that's cool. I got 2 cards from her. This one looks like it's been, it is both a 2-step stamp and it also has dies or stencils, masks. So look at the two different types of coloring, and we'll talk about this sometime when we'll work with the stencils again. But I think it's really fun that you can do this variety.
But Karen would have fussy cut that.
Yeah, might have. And then one more with the die and cut out again. And I thought this was really cool with a line, you know, when you just think about backgrounds for things, like this is beautiful, little twisted right on there. And sometimes when you cut out something, if you notice this card just has a strip across here to kind of add something to the background. This one has a strip there and then solid there, and it creates a fun background. So both of these are the accents of the card, but isn't it fun to just notice different ways so your cards don't all look alike of doing different things?
And how?
Looks like hydrangea to me. Thank you, Becky Lynn. Okay, so until Tim comes up with something different, he's going to get off this call and go study on the computer and see if he can find.
What I've heard is that Becky Lynn doesn't know what she's talking about.
Oh, okay. Linda Larson.
I'm kidding.
No.
Just this little stamp here, it just jumps out at you because it's on the top and it's white on white. And this is just kind of, this is, you know, it changes it where you put it.
Yeah, it does.
And that it's not on white.
And I also want to say, this is a first. This is made by Melissa Palumba. She's on the call here. I'm sure I didn't do your last name right, but she says the purple hydrangea is my card. I sent them with my friends to swap since I wasn't able to make it. Well, I don't know if it's just mine that didn't get the name or if they weren't in here, but I thank you for your idea. And this is a first. It's so fun to have somebody on here and say, oh yeah, that's my card when I don't know who it is.
Sorry, I doubted what kind of flower it was.
Sometimes I'll show a card and say, if anyone remembers who made this, because the name got lost. And I thought, this is the first time the actual person is on here. Okay, Becky Lynn's laughing at you, Tim. So it's okay. You're still in good graces with her. Okay. Teresa Brown. And here we have this butterfly. What I love about this card, we've got the 3 strips again. And I love, which is such another classic background. But I just love this butterfly done in the Moody Mauve, one of the colors going out, goes with the background, and then it's against a floral background. I just think that is a lovely card.
Yes, it is.
And then we have that early espresso right there in the middle and the hello friend. I really think that's pretty. And then we have this one. What I love about this is Pam Nichols. What I love about this is the colors. Look at this. This just totally stood out to me, this bright blue with the clouds and then the green and that color, because I tend to work with the colors that are in the paper. So I would do this, and I know it had some navy with it, had all these kind of, you know, duller colors, and you've got the pecan. I think that just really adds, it just makes it a totally different look. So I thought that was really cool. Becky Lynn says, Tim will never lose grace with her. That's pretty funny. Isn't it good when you know people and you know you can tease back and forth?
Yeah.
And there'll be no offense. You're not going to tease someone that you don't know or don't feel like you take it, right? But I just loved that color combination and the whole, there's just something about it that is so different.
I don't know if Karen should be surprised because this is an airplane flying in the sky and that's blue.
But usually people put a duller blue. It's something about the brightness of the garden green. And then I think that is Azure Afternoon. The brightness of those two colors just feel very different to me than kind of the typical colors. Elaine says, give Karen a thumbs up and like this video. I appreciate it when you do. But anyway, it's pretty funny. And I have one more. This is, okay, we're going to let Tim, I'm going to take this out. Okay, Tim, see, this is a card that goes, as I did, a floating bandstand card.
Tim,
and this is from Patty Line.
I'll do it for you.
Okay, so we'll stand like that. Okay, but we'll look at it like this. And this is a floating, it's a floating card. This is, you can see a window sheet here. So you don't see it when things are in here. So this could hold like a bag of treats or something. And then you pull it out, or it can just be a standalone card. But how cool is that? So that is it. And we want to thank you for joining us for this time. You'll see more cards later. It's just so fun to spend this whole time with you. On Thursday, we are back to regular programming. We do have a card that we're going to be doing together. And so if you are on my email list, you'll be getting the supply list tomorrow. And It's good to be home, and it's good to have you guys in our
It
life.
is.
So thank you so much. Tomorrow we'll see a bunch of you in the All Good Cars Club. We are doing our monthly retreat tomorrow. So that will be fun too. You won't. You'll be heading off to church and doing other things. What is the name of the B card? Oh, good. It is called Floating Bandstand Pop-Up. Okay. Thanks, you guys, for sharing your time with us.
Goodbye.